Hey, it's Dwayne,
And
and this is episode 30 of Trading with G, teaching kids and adults about money. And this episode is called The Rally is On. And guys, the rally is definitely on. We had a big week, and we're going to show that to you. And we think that next week is going to be lights out as well, or this coming week, I should say. So we're going to be looking at the market. We might be buying a few new stocks today. We're going to look at some of our trades. And if this is the first time for you joining us and you want to get involved and you say, hey, pretty cool what these guys are doing. I think I can make some money with these fellas. We invite you to follow along. We'll show you how to get started right at the point that we're at right now. So we're going to show you all of those things today. But Gerrick, before we get started, we need to remind them to do two things. The first thing is if you want to follow any moves that we make throughout the week, any buys or sells or any buy orders that we cancel and buy early or sell orders that we cancel and sell early, if you want to follow our moves, you need to join our Facebook group. It's called what?
Trading with G.
Trading with G. And there is a link in the description of this video. You're not going to fall asleep on me, are you? All right. We're recording this pretty late on a Saturday night. It's been a busy weekend, but you know what? Oh, as Gerrick yawns, we feel like it's important to get this out to you because there's just too many moves to make this week that we got to share, right, Gerrick? So the second thing we got to remind them to do is what?
Smash that like button.
And subscribe to our channel. Be sure you do that. And if you'll do us one other favor, share our videos out with people. Share them out on social media and just let the world know that we exist. We're fairly new, so not a lot of people know about us yet. But if you would help us out and help us get the word out by just simply sharing our videos with people, sharing them on social media, we would so greatly appreciate that. Right, Gerrick?
Uh-huh.
All right, Gerrick, what do you say we get into it? Are you ready to trade?
Yes.
Let's go trade. All right, if this is your first time joining us, I want to let you know what we did for Gerrick. Gerrick, we started him out with $100 in his Cash App account. Yes, you can trade stocks using Cash App. And every week he gets $10 added to his account for doing your what, Gerrick?
Chores.
For doing his chores. So he's trading his allowance and he's turning it into a fortune. And that's what we did for Gerrick. So for any of you who have kids or who are kids, you could start out with a small amount and just add a little bit each week, and you'll be amazed at how quickly it grows. If you're in the US, you can use Cash App with us. If you're outside the US, guess what? There's other applications you can trade stocks with. So, for instance, if you're in Canada, you can use Wealth Simple. If you're over in Europe, they have Revolut, and I believe they have one called Free Trade. They also have interactive brokers, people in Australia, people in Africa, people in India, all around the world can follow us and follow the moves that we make in the market, and they can trade along with us. You just have to find an application in your country that you can use to trade stocks. But in the USA, we can use what, Gerrick?
Cash App.
Cash App. So when you come to Cash App, you're going to see this green screen, right?
Uh-huh. And in the left bottom corner, you're going to see a dollar amount or a bank or house.
So you're going to see in the left bottom corner, you're going to see your dollar amount if you have dollars in Cash App. You don't have any dollars in there and it's just connected to your debit card or bank account. You can go ahead and click what looks like a bank or a house. So go ahead and click that 143. That's your available balance.
Then you're gonna scroll down and come to stocks.
You're going to click stocks.
But if you don't have any yet and you just came in, your screen's just gonna look like this.
Yep. So if you're just coming in for the first time, your screen's not going to look like ours. It's going to look like this until you buy your first stock. So let's say you were wanting to buy Ford Motor Company, for instance. I would type in Ford, And here it is, it comes up. And then if I want to buy it, I just simply hit buy and then put in the dollar amount that I want to buy. It's that easy. You're just pushing buttons. And if I want to sell it, I just click sell. I could sell all of it. I hit next. I confirm it. Can't be much simpler than that. They're just pushing buttons, right, Gerrick?
Uh-huh.
So once you buy your first stock, your screen is going to look much like ours. You're going to see your chart and you're going to see the list of all your stocks listed. And you're going to be able to see your performance. Well, let's tell them how we did this week, Gerrick. This week, what did we do?
We
How much did we go up?
10.20%.
We did a whopping over 10% just this week. Just this week. And for the month, look at this, Gerrick. We're up over 23% on the month. I would definitely say that the rally is on. And you can definitely see from our performance that the rally is definitely on. There is no question about that whatsoever. If you want to know how we've done for the year, and also all time, they're going to be the same because we haven't been doing these videos for quite a year. So the year and the all chart are going to be the same. But when we first started, we had an initial burst. We made some really good profit. And then we utilized those profits to go into the valley and to scale our money in and buy on the way down. And before we went in the valley, we even told people, hey, we're going into the unknown. We're going into the valley. We knew we were going there, and that's okay. That's part of the market. So we went into the valley and we bought on the way down. And now we've got the climb out of the valley. And it's really not a climb out of the valley. It's been a rocket out of the valley, hasn't it, Gerrick?
Uh-huh.
So here we are on the month, up over 23%. And last week we gained over 10%. Pretty incredible. Now, if you're joining us for the first time and you want to get involved and you want to step in right where we're at right now, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. You utilizing the risk management strategy that we use. Now, if you want to follow along with us, that's totally your choice. We simply do these videos for educational and entertainment purposes. But if you want to follow along with our buys and sells, you're more than able and you're free to do so. So if you want to do that and you want to utilize our risk management strategy that we utilize, here's how you're going to start. Whatever your starting balance is, okay? Whatever your starting balance is, you're going to take 9% and you're going to put in each of the first 5 stocks, okay? 9%. So if you're starting with 100, 9% is $9. You put $9 in each one. If you're starting with 1,000, 9% is $90. 10,000, 9% is $900. You get the point. So you're going to put 9% of your starting balance in each of the first 5 stocks. Those are Virgin Galactic, Vizio, Zoom, Ford, 270 Bio. 270 Bio, you can no longer buy on Cash App. You can only sell it. Now, we do have a place that we can buy it, and we'll tell you about that a little bit later in the episode. But if you want to substitute Restaurant Brands International for 270 Bio, you can do that, and you can make those your first 5. So Virgin Galactic, Vizio, Zoom Video Communications, Ford, and then Restaurant Brands International. Now, after you get your first 5 and you buy with 9% of your balance in each one, you're going to tie up 45% of your balance. So you're going to have 55% of your balance left over. You're going to take 9% of that and you're going to buy the next one down on the list. And then you're going to take 9% of whatever's left over after that, and you're going to buy the next one. And then whatever's left over after that, you're going to take 9% of that and buy the next one, and so forth and so on. And you can get involved with the stocks that we're in, and you could come into them where we're at right now, and be in really good shape in comparison to us. has, some of these stocks we're down on, so you're going to get them at a better price than even we got them at. So, it all shakes out in the end. But that's how you're able to get involved with us right now. Now, in addition to the stocks that we have here, and by the way, some of them have been removed from the board on Cash App. Cash App has strict volume requirements. There's nothing wrong with the stocks. It's just that from time to time, Cash App will pull them from the board so that you're not able to purchase them. However, if you already own them, you can sell them whenever you choose. But we have a way that you're actually able to purchase them on another platform. And we'll talk about that as we go. So the ones that you could purchase on Cash App right now, it is available for purchase, is Virgin Galactic, Vizio, Zoom, Ford, 270 Bio, and that's it. Those are the actually there's 5. So Virgin Galactic, Vizio, Zoom, Ford, and Restaurant Brands International. The rest, they're no longer on the board on Cash App, so don't worry about them. If you want to go ahead and you want to buy those on our other platform, we're going to tell you about that here shortly, and you're able to do that. And also, if you get signed up on that platform, you're going to get a free $25 when you use our link in your account, and a free $50 worth of stock. So you're going to be able to get a free $25 and $50 of stock if you sign up with us on that new platform. And we'll talk about that. And of course, if you're wanting to get that link, join our Facebook group. The link is in the description of this video. And once you join our Facebook group, just message me. Just send me a message over there. Hey, I'd like to get set up on the new platform. And we'll get you taken care of. In addition to these stocks that we have some buy and sell orders. And I'm not going to go through each one of them today. So I want to show you what those buy and sell orders are. And that way you can, if you're following along, you can execute those and place those on your account after you buy the stocks. So let me show you what our buy and sell orders are. We have got our buy orders first. We're buying more Aclaris Therapeutics if the price hits 32 cents. 32 cents. Again, Aclaris is not on the board for Cash App, but we already have our buy order set. And if you're buying it on the platform, which we'll tell you about here shortly, you'll be able to set a buy order at 32 cents as well. So we're buying $8 worth of Aclaris. Let me explain something. How do we determine how much we're buying of a stock? Well, whenever you initially buy the stock, the first time you purchase it and you're using 9% of your available balance, whatever that amount is, that's going to be the increments that you purchase it in on the way down. So when we came into Aclaris, 9% of our available balance was $8. And so now we're purchasing it in $8 increments. If you purchased it with $90, your next buy would also be for another $90 worth of stock. I think you guys get the point. Restaurant Brands International, we're buying it if the price hits $64.51, the same amount as our initial buy, as our first buy. Ford, we're buying more of it if the price hits $7.53, and we're using our initial, what we bought to begin with. That's the increments we're buying it in. So at the time we bought Ford, 9% of our available balance was $13. So we're buying it in $13 increments, and we have a buy set for $7.53 down there. And then lastly, we have a buy for Zoom. If the price hits $56.34, we're going to buy more Zoom. So those are your buy orders that you can set up after you buy the stock. And if you're buying it now, your buys won't actually execute until first thing Monday morning when the market opens. So once you buy those stocks and you own them, you could come back in and you can put in your buy orders. We also have sell orders. We have sell orders on the books. We're selling all of Restaurant Brands International if the price hits $75.44. We're selling all of Zoom if the price hits $97. We're selling all of Vizio if the price hits $8.74. We're selling all of Aclaris Therapeutics if the price hits $2.19. So once you own the stocks, you can go in and you can put your sell orders on the books for those. But I just want to kind of give you the levels of where we're buying and selling in our current batch of stocks that we're holding, so that you can just get in the game and you can jump in and you can start exactly where we're at if you want to follow along with what we're doing. Again, that's totally optional. It's up to you. You're free to do that if you choose, right, Gerrick?
Uh-huh.
So let's go in and let's look at our stocks. And one last thing I want to let you know. Oftentimes we will cancel our buy and sell orders. We set them for 90 days when we set them up. Why? Because we can always cancel them out. So we just go ahead. 90 days is the max amount of time that you can do on Cash App. So we set our buy orders for 90 days and we set our sell orders for 90 days. However, a lot of times we will go in and we will cancel them and sell them early. And the same way on the buy, a lot of times we'll go in and cancel them and buy them early. Sometimes they'll hit our mark, but sometimes we go in and cancel our buy or sell order and buy or sell them early. And if you want to know when we do that, you got to join our Facebook group, Trading with G. There's a link in the description of this video, because any moves we make throughout the week in between episodes, we let you know there. We post all of our moves over in that Facebook group, Trading with G. So that's very important. Gerrick, let's go to our stocks and let's take a look. Let's get this ball rolling. My gosh, we are tearing up the market this week, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
We're tearing up. I mean, we're going up, aren't we? We're shooting way up.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if we can do the same this coming week. By the way, we made some moves last week. We set Peloton to sell, remember?
Uh-huh.
We sold Peloton. We sold it for a profit. We made over 3% on Peloton. This is a stock we bought several times on the way down. And we were way down on it at one point, but we just bought at the key points, the right points, and we sold it for a profit. We sold it for a fairly nice profit for the time that we were in it. We also, guess what we also got this week, Gerrick? We earned a dividend. Cha-ching! We earned a dividend on Ford. So some stocks pay dividends, and if you're holding them whenever they pay their dividend, you're going to earn money. You're going to earn money for holding that stock. You're going to earn a dividend, which is basically a share in their profits. Since you are a shareholder, since you own a piece of the company, you're going to get a little bit of the profit. So we did earn a little bit on Ford. I know it wasn't much, but hey, for us to be able to make a profit on the stock eventually and also get paid dividends along the way, it's just icing on the cake. It makes it that much sweeter. So congrats to all of you who have been following along with us. Guess what? You earned a dividend on Ford as well. So Gerrick, let's go ahead and look at our stocks. We're gonna look at a few. We're gonna skip over some of these because we've got our buy and sell order. We're comfortable with where we're at. We did the analysis last week on all of the stocks. So if you want the detailed analysis, you can go watch last week's episode, and we cover every one of the stocks that we own. But today we're going to look at a few. The first one is Virgin Galactic. Okay. We are up on Virgin Galactic. we're up 1.55%. Last week at this time, Peloton was our biggest holding, but when we sold it, we took a ton of risk off the table. And you see this 143 down here? All that went back into cash. So now we have all this cash that we can work back in the market. And since we sold Peloton, Virgin Galactic right now is now our largest holding. It's what we own the most of. We're up 1.55% on it. Hey, we're positive. Virgin Galactic's kind of tricky because I was looking at Virgin Galactic and there's a really good chance that this will fire out of the gate. Right now, it's starting to break resistance up here. And we could see this easily go up here to around $3, okay, to the bottom of this valley. You notice there's really nothing in between here, nothing holding it down. It could go to the bottom of this valley. However, Virgin Galactic could also potentially come down. I want you to let you know that potential is there. Because if we look at this chart, there's a little spot down here right around $1.44, right around $1.44 that it could come back to. If you notice, when it pulled back and dipped down here, it went to 156. It never came back and hit that 144 mark. So the potential for Virgin Galactic to come screaming back down the chart is definitely there. That potential is there. But Virgin Galactic also has good potential to go up to around $3. So we're going to set our out. We're going to set our sell point on Virgin Galactic. All right, Gerrick. So let's take a look at where we want to set our out, where we want to set our sell. You know where I'm going to set the sell at on this?
I think we should set the sell like at. Let me see.
I'm going to show you something. You'd probably say let's set it at the bottom of this valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're going to set it a little lower. You see this valley?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the math. This valley right here is 329, okay? Minus this valley, which is 315. 329 minus 315, you know what that is? I'll tell you. 329 minus 315.
I might know.
It's 14 cents, okay? So if we take 14 cents off of 315, that puts us at $3.01, 301. Let's set our sell just a few pennies below that. Why don't you say we go 298? Does 298 sound good? Let's do 298. Go ahead and hit the sell button. We're on Virgin Galactic right now, but we're going to set it to sell on the off chance that it shoots up there. Now, we may cancel that and sell early. There's a good chance that we will, but we just want to be covered in case it shoots up the chart really quickly. So hit the sell button. We're going to change our order type, custom sell order, and here's what you're going to do. You get to the screen, you can slide it here, or there's a calculator looking icon in the upper right hand corner. You can hit that, hit the calculator looking icon. Okay, and punch in 2.98. 298. We're going to sell all of it. And we're going to set it for 90 days, right?
We can always cancel it.
We can always cancel it. Next. And confirm. And here we go. Let's take a look.
Oh, there's 9. That means
it's right there. Yep.
Uh-huh.
So if the price hits 298, we're selling all of our Virgin Galactic. That was the move I was making on Virgin Galactic. We have been buying $1 worth every week if you've been following us. This week, we're not going to buy $1 worth because we're already up on it. So there's no need for us to buy $1 worth this week. Let's take a look at our next one. Vizio, we're setting good in. We gave you the sell order on Vizio at the start here. We're setting good in Zoom, so I'm not going to cover them today. Ford Motor Company. Let's take a look at Ford.
Ford Motor.
Right now we're down
10.85%.
10.85%. We're going to set a sell order on Ford. We have a buy order set if it comes down all the way down here to the top of this peak.
There might be some news there. There might be some news.
There might be some news. We could take a look and see. We got to click on Ford. If there was any news, it would be right here.
No, you can't. You have to go up here.
Oh, well, there would be news there too. Oh, well, here's some. Why automakers are turning to hybrids in the middle of the industry's EV transition. All these are on other stocks we own or have owned. So no, not really any news for Ford, but that was good that we picked to take a look at that just to see if there's any major news. So we've got a buy order to buy more if it comes down, but we don't have a sell order set for Ford yet.
Yeah.
And if it does shoot up there, I said that it would probably go to the bottom of this valley right in here, right around $11. That's where it is right now. There's a good chance Ford's probably going to come back down here. But if we get a big rally in the entire market this week, which is possible, we could see Ford shoot up right here. See, to the bottom of this valley, around 1402. So that's where we're going to set our order. We're going to set it up there, just a few pennies under. How about 13? What do you say? 13.99, 13.98. What do you think we should set it for?
13. What was your question?
13.99. Does that sound good? You're gonna set it. Let's set it for $13.99. We're gonna sell, change order type, custom sell order, and 13.98. Just click the calculator looking icon. 13.98.
Look,
or you can do that. Oh, just click the down arrow.
Oh, yeah,
or the up right here. So 13.98. Hit set.
Oh, I thought we were doing 99.
Oh, 13.99. Oh, we can't do 99. 13.98 is fine. We can do 13.98.
We could do 99.
No, we'd have to use this calculator looking icon. It's not going to let us do it. It's skipping it 2 cents at a time. You want to do 13.99 or 13.98? You want to do 13.99? So hit the calculator looking icon. 13.99 next. How much you want to sell? All of it. Hit next. We're going to set it for 90 days.
We can always cancel it.
We can always cancel it.
Confirm.
Confirm. It says order cannot be placed at this time due to a pending queue or custom order.
Oh, they're closed this on you.
No, you know what? It's because we have a buy order that's open there on it. And so I don't think that it's going to let us set a seller. That's okay. That's okay. I want you guys to remember and watch Ford this week. If it does get up there around $14, we're looking to definitely sell up there. And again, we may cancel it and we may sell early. And the best way to get that information is in our Facebook group, Trading with G. There's a link in the description of this video. So that's Ford. We have in our head, we know where it's going to go roundabout where we want to sell. And we'll see if it goes there this week, around $14. The other one I want to cover is 270 Bio. You know what? We've been down on 270 Bio big time. 270 Bio went up almost 17% on Friday. Look how much it is up for the week. Tell them.
55%.
You got to say it with more excitement than that.
55%.
55% 270 Bio is up on the week.
It's been down a lot.
It has been, and it was up big this week. And you know what? We said last week that we were going to buy more on our new platform, and we got busy and we never got a chance to buy it. I'm so frustrated. I'm so mad at myself. We forgot to buy it on the new platform. That's okay. We're going to look to buy it if it pulls back down. There's a chance 270 Bio could just fly up right here to around $8.50.
And it's also close to where U-Power went.
Yep. So there's a chance that this could go up here to around $8.50. Right up in here, $8.50 roughly. it could fly up there. However, there's also a good chance that, see the bottom of this valley right here? It's hitting that now. It's hitting that mark now. So we could see this start to curve, start to make that curve and come back down. And where it'll probably come to is right here. See the top of this spike here? Right around $2.61 to maybe $2.33. Somewhere in this range. This is good buying territory. So if it falls back down here to around $2.30 to around $2.61, that's where we're going to look to buy and make our move and buy more 270 bio. We're going to buy that on the new platform, and I'm going to be showing that to you here in just a few minutes. The next one I want to take a look at briefly, Aclaris Therapeutics. What can I say? We're not going to set any buys or sells on it, but I just want to show you where we're setting. We bought this stock not too long ago. We came in with 9% of our available balance at the time, which was $8. We're up over 50% on this stock in literally less than a month. We saw that this stock crashed down 86% on the day, and we bought it at the very bottom. So, you hear me tell Gerrick, the market is only relative to your perspective. Even though Aclaris Therapeutics is down 79.5% for the month, that doesn't matter because we bought over here. We bought at the bottom after it crashed, and so we are up over 50% on this one stock. I think that's pretty incredible.
There might be some news on this one too.
And no news on this one. The news would be listed right here if there was.
No, it wouldn't because we already have it.
It would. If there's any news about a stock, it's listed under the stock.
But it doesn't. I thought when there's news, it comes over.
It's on the main screen, but it's also on the stocks too if you click them. Like see.
No, if you search the news are on there. Like.
Yeah, see if you put in Aclaris Therapeutics, it'll come up. That's the screen that we were on. Oh, it won't because it's off the board. So we can only get to it right here on our screen.
Show the news if you.
But if we click on other ones like Vizio, for instance, let's see, there's no news out on it. Virgin Galactic, oh, right here. Here's where the news is. See? It's right there. So let's see if there is any news. So on Aclaris Therapeutics, yep, there's no news on Aclaris Therapeutics. If there was news, see on Virgin Galactic, see where the news is? I'd scroll down and it's right here. So here's all the news on Virgin Galactic.
But we did check Ford.
Yeah, we did. We looked at Ford. Oh, look to see if there's news. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
there
there is a little bit. Why automakers are turning to, we said that one already. Here's one that says Ford says it's unlikely Mustang Mach-E EV, that stands for electronic vehicle, will qualify for federal tax credit. Ford commercial unit, Excel Energy Partner, up to install 30,000 EV charging ports. Ford's U.S. vehicle sales slipped 0.5% in November. So there's a little bit of news in here. Ford targets meaningful changes in cost and quality. Nothing really major. Here's one that says Ford stock rallies after reinstating 2023 guidance. So there's some good news in there for Ford. There's not any overwhelmingly good news, but there's some mixed news in there. Nothing to really affect the price a whole lot right now. But back to Aclaris Therapeutics. There's no news out on this. We're up over 50% on this stock, and we think that it could go higher. So we are holding it right now. We think we could get a lot more than 50%. Of course, we may cancel our sell order at any time and sell it early. And if we do that, we'll post that move in our Facebook group. But we've got this set to sell at $2.19. We think it could come back up here. I mean, quite a ways. And it could go much higher. If you notice, see this valley all the way up here? That's $4. So we're just wanting to sell it for half of that, around $2.19 is where we're looking to get out. And I certainly think that we could see a Claris go up there. So we're going to hold it. We're doing quite well on it. We're up 50%. I just wanted to show that to you. Also, Purple Innovation. We were going to buy more of this stock last week on our new platform, and we forgot. And I'm kicking myself. You know why? Look how much Purple was up this week.
What?
Purple went up 87% this week. Look at that chart. 87% in 1 week.
But it's down just.
And I'm kicking myself that we said we were going to buy more last week on our new platform when we got off, and we forgot to do it.
That's a massive amount, and it's more than you power.
That's a huge gain for a week, guys. So I was looking at this, and if it doesn't go into profit for us, there's a good chance this could fly up, and it may go into profit for us. But if it doesn't, do you see this little spike down here, right here? Right here?
Yeah, and if you add like 23 more, then it'll equal 100.
23 more on what?
Like if you go back to the week chart, if you had 20.
Oh, 23% more? Yeah, it would have been up 100%. But if we're looking at this year chart, see this little spike down here? See this bump right here? What's that say? 82 cents? 82 cents. So here's the thing. Here's the deal. We're going to wait. We're going to see what Purple does. If it goes into profit for us, great. We may exit with a nice profit. But if it comes back down before going into profit for us, and it comes back down to 82 cents, that's where we're going to make our move to buy more. And right now it's at $1.24. But it's been cooking this week. Purple really came up big. It was a really big winner. Purple and 270 Bio had really big weeks. The next one we have is what? Restaurant Brands International. I just want to talk about it real quick.
I thought you said we only have 4 stocks.
I miscalculated. So we have 5 stocks to cover. So Restaurant Brands International. Actually, we have a little bit more because we're going to cover U-Power too. We're in Restaurant Brands International. You've got our buy order set if it comes down to buy more. You've got our sell order set if it goes up. I do think, Gerrick, that we should place another buy order on Restaurant Brands International, and we should look to scale in some more money. So right now, we've got our buy order down here. See this spike right here? The top of this? That's 64.01. See how nothing has come back and hit the top of this? There's been no dip that's came back and hit it. That's still very much in play, 64.51. And that's basically right around where we have our buy order to buy more. But I think that this could push up to the bottom of this valley right here, at the very least. And that's where we have it set to sell. So I think we should set this to buy some more. It's at 71.91 right now. And the top of this spike right here, see the top right here? That's about 71.12. Let's see here. So it looks like it's going to come down a little bit more. And it looks like it's going to come down to, that's 71.50. And this is 71.12. Let me make sure that's the top. Yep. So why don't we set another buy order for $71.13? What do you say? We're buying this in $6.75 increments because at the time that we purchased it, 9% of our balance was $6.75. So let's go ahead and set this to buy another $6.75 because we have plenty of cash to work with right now. And we're going to set it to buy at what? What did I say?
$6.75.
71.13, right? I said we're going to set it to buy at the top of this. So that's, yep, 71.12. We're going to set it 1 penny higher. So 71.13. We're going to buy $6.75 worth. We're buying it in those increments. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do a custom I want to change order type, and I want to do custom purchase order.
I think we can do this. I think we already have.
We're going to do 7113. Okay. We're going to buy more. And if it hits 7113,
we're going to
by $6.75. 6.75. Nope. You didn't get it. Okay. Next, we're going to buy 6.75. Next, 90 days.
We can always cancel it.
We can always cancel it. And scroll to continue. And done. Okay. So we have Restaurant Brands International. We have 2 buy orders on that. We have one at 7113 that we just set, but we also have a buy order down at
75
at 64.51. Okay. We're going to buy more at $64.51 as well. If it does come down there before we exit for a profit. Right now we're up over 6% on Restaurant Brands International. We're doing pretty good. We just got in this a few weeks ago. So to be up a little over 6% within about 3 weeks, not too shabby. We're doing good with Restaurant Brands International. The next one on the list is U-Power. Remember last week? It was all the way up here. U-Power was up here last week. I just want you guys to know U-Power was up here at like $1.49. And I said, Gerrick, we got to keep our eye on this because this could crash down to around 31 cents. I actually called it before it crashed down. And guess where it went this week? Look at this. U-Power crashed way down. It almost came back to 31 cents. It came down to 36 cents. And right now, U-Power is at 39 cents. Now, there's still a chance this could come down to 31 cents, but we're within that range, and we're down over 90% on this from our initial entry point. And that's okay. Sometimes that's how trading goes. But hey, if you know how to manage the ride, you can win in the end. So we're going to show you what the move that we are going to make for U-Power. And we're going to buy this on our new platform, which I'm going to show you right now. And how much we're going to buy, Gerrick? Do you know what we're going to buy? How much do we have in U-Power?
$10.
We have $10.
And I think we're buying 5.
We were buying it in 5 increments, but that changes because we're now down 90% on it. We're going to buy our volume. We have $10 in it. We're going to go buy our $10 plus 10%. So $10 plus 10%. You know what that is? 10% of $10 is $1. So $10 plus $1 is $11. We're going to go buy $11 worth of U-Power over on the new platform. Now I want to show the new platform to you because it's so super sweet. By the way, if you want to sign up for it, you're going to get a bonus. This month they're running a awesome promotion. When you set up the banking side of it, you're going to get $25. And when you set up the investment side of it, where you can buy stocks, you're going to get $50 in free stocks when you use our link. And if you want to sign up for the new platform, join our Facebook group. There's a link in the description of this video. And then just send me a message on Facebook and I'll get you all the instructions to get your bonus and to get set up trading along with us on this new platform. But the new platform is SoFi. SoFi is a major publicly traded bank on the NASDAQ. Now, I need you to give me a second because I've got to log in. So give me just a second. All right. So we're using the SoFi app. Guys, this is so super sweet. This is the ultimate banking app. If you're using it for banking, They give you 2 million in FDIC insurance instead of the standard 250,000 that most banks give you. And for those of you who are youngins and you don't know what that means, that's just insurance in case something happens to the bank and the bank goes out of business or collapses, your money's protected. So SoFi gives 2 million in coverage as opposed to most banks, which only give 250,000. Not only that, when you sign up for an account with SoFi, you can get up to 4.6%. You can get up to 4.6% on your money that's sitting in your account. It's awesome. They have so many different services you can use. You can create your trust and will. You could set up IRAs on them. You can do so many things. They're even partnered with Expedia. So you could book your airline and your hotels right on your app and you get 10% off the Expedia prices. There's so many things you can do with this. You can monitor your credit score. You can track your spending insights. You can do loans of every type, mortgages, auto loans, small, business loans, all in between. Full service banking. You can get a credit card that gives you 2 to 3% cash back on every purchase. And you also get a debit card when you sign up. So it's pretty sweet. But when you sign up, you're going to get $25 for sign up for the banking. And then when you sign up for the invest, you're going to get $50 worth of free stock whenever you use our link. And again, to get our link, join our Facebook group, and then just send me a message, and I'll get you the instructions on how to get those bonuses. But I want to show you the invest portion because this is pretty cool. Okay, we've got $50 in there, Gerrick. Remember, I said that I needed to pay you the past few weeks, so we got $50 setting in our SoFi account. And what we're going to do is we're going to go buy UPower. We're going to buy UPower. We're going to click this search button right here, and we're going to put in UCAR. That's UPower's ticker symbol. And you see it right there. Do you see that? And we said we're going to buy how much of it? $11, right?
Uh-huh.
We're going to buy our $10 plus 10%. We're going to buy the total amount that we have in the trade since we're down 90%. We're buying all of our volume in it plus 10%. So we're buying $11 worth. We're going to hit the trade button. Can you hit the trade button? We're going to hit buy. And we're going to put in the number of shares we want. So we got to figure this out. If we're buying $11 at 39 cents, how many are we buying? Let me just figure it up on the calculator real quick. So 11 divided by 0.39. That is 28 shares. We're going to round it up. We're going to say 29 shares. Punch in 29. Punch in 29. And we're going to hit review.
Slide to confirm.
29 shares. It doesn't show us the dollar amount, but we know what the dollar amount is. 29 shares times 39 cents. What is that? So we know. 29 shares times 39 cents. That's $11.39. Okay, that's what it's worth. So it says slide to confirm. So let's go ahead and slide to confirm. See this down here? Slide to confirm. We don't want to do a limit order. Hold on. We're going to hit trade. We're going to hit buy. And we're going to we have to buy a limit order. We have to buy a limit order because the market's closed. So we're just going to buy 29 and we're going to say we're going to buy them at 40 cents. We're just going to put 40 cents on here. That's what we're going to put. And that's $11.60 worth. It tells us the estimated cost. We're going to hit review and go ahead and slide the button, Gerrick. Slide to confirm. And confirm. Your order has been placed. So Monday morning, we're going to buy $11, a little over $11 worth of U-Power on our new platform at 39 cents. Also, Gerrick, we want to set a buy order as well. Remember I said this could go down to 31 cents? So let's set this to buy if it comes down there. Let's set this to buy. Let's set this to buy another $11 worth at 31 cents. Let's just see what that would be. How many shares? So I take 11 divided by 0.31, and that is 35 rounded up, 36 shares. So we're going to say we're going to buy 36 shares if the price hits 31 cents, 0.31. And that's going to cost us about $11.16. Review and go ahead and slide to confirm. And it's that simple. So we've got a buy order set to buy more first thing when the market opens on Monday. And if this does crash down to 31 cents, we're buying more down there. Now I want to go back to Cash App real quick because I want to let you guys know. I read on U-Power. The reason that they're down is that they used a lot of their stock and a lot of their investment to generate cash so that they can go acquire some companies that are battery companies for cars and in their sector. They're looking to acquire some companies. And I thought that was pretty encouraging. They wanted to get about 10 to 12 million in cash so they could start acquiring some of these companies. And that was very positive for U-Power. And that's a really big reason that it's down right now. And I think that this is a tremendous buying opportunity. U-Power just came out on the market this past year in April of this year. So it's a newer company. And that's fine. A lot of times newer companies will come out and they'll crash down before they zip way up. And so I love U-Power right now. It is a tremendous buy, and it's an even better buy if it does happen to come down to that 31 cent mark. Well, Gerrick, we have all these dollars right here. We've got to go buy some other stocks. Okay, we got to work some more money into the market. So you know what I think we should do? All these stocks that we've been in the past, they're up. We want to buy on the way down. I think we should buy some of these biggest losers for the day. And I was looking at them, and there's some that are some pretty good buys right now. But first of all, let's look and see how much money we have to work with. Okay, we have 136, plus we have the money that we have on our buy orders. Technically, that's in our available balance because we can always cancel out those orders. It's still sitting there. So we got to figure out what that total amount. So we have 675 plus, let's take a look at our buy orders. We have 8 plus 6.75 plus, what do we have? 13 plus 9. So that's $43.50 on buy orders, plus our $136 down here in the lower left corner. That's available. We've got $179.50 that we can play with. Okay. So let's go down and look here. You see this HashiCorp? I know your iPad is running out of juice, so we're going to make this snappy and quick. Okay. This HashiCorp. If we look at the year chart, do you see how it came back and it's starting to hit the top of this peak right here?
Uh-huh.
That's $20.29, and it's at 20.81. In fact, it came back down and it hit that. It hit the top of that peak, and it's starting to bounce off of there. This is a really good entry point. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy 9% of our available balance. If we have 179.50 in there, what's 9% of that? 179.50, right? What do? We take that times 0.09, right? And how much is that? 16.15. We're going to call that $16. We're going to buy $16 worth. Go ahead and hit buy. HashiCorp. $16. We're going to hit next. And we're going to buy it first thing when the market opens Monday morning. If we look at what HashiCorp does, normally I'd have you read this, but we're running out of battery on your iPad, so I'm going to read it. HashiCorp is engaged in solving the infrastructure challenges of cloud adoption by enabling an operating model that unlocks the full potential of modern public and private clouds. Its cloud operating model provides consistent workflows and a standardized approach to automate the processes involved in delivering applications in the cloud. Infrastructure, provisioning, security, networking, and application deployment. So this is a stock that's involved in the cloud. If you don't know what the cloud is, don't worry about it. But it's basically information storage just out in space. That's what the cloud is. And they're involved in that business. And they are down. They're down 13% on the week, 16% on Friday, over 16%. And it looks to be a good entry point. So we're buying some more HashiCorp. We're buying some HashiCorp, not some more, but we're actually entering it for the first time. And we're also going to buy, let's look at these other ones. This RH, see how this is down? This looks really good. Do you see how it pulled back and it hit the top of this peak, which is 240.13? It's at 242 right now, but if you look on the day, it actually hit the top of that peak. It went to 239. So the top of this peak right here, 240.13, it hit it on Friday, and it's starting to bounce off of that. So for that reason, I think we should go buy some of RH. What is RH? It's a luxury retailer. Let's buy some RH. So go ahead and hit buy. We're going to buy $16 worth because that's 9% of our available balance. Next, we're going to see if we can flip these stocks for a quick gain. We'll probably get in them and we'll probably get out of them pretty quick. If we look, we've got it set to buy on Monday morning. We're buying RH. And then let's look at another loser on the day. You see this Manisio group?
Mm-hmm.
This looks really good as well. I was looking at this. See how this came down and it's hitting on the all chart. It's hitting the top of this peak right here, around 1868. What is that? No, hold on. Yeah, 1851. It's at 1955, but if we look on Friday, it came down to 1911. So it is starting to hit the top of this peak, 1929. It's starting to hit the top of this peak. It could bounce up here, or it could go ahead and come all the way back down to here, right around $8.75, right in that range. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and buy some here. And if we can get a gain off of it, great, we'll take our win. But if it does come down there to around 875, we're going to look to buy more down there as well. So let's get in the Manisio group and let's see if we can turn a quick profit this week on it. $16, that's 9% of our available balance. Schedule, done. And if we look, we're going to see here that we're going to buy $16 worth on Monday. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we bought 3 new stocks. I did look at some of the others that were losers on Friday. You know, I like to buy on the way down. There was one right here called Beam Therapeutics, but I feel like it could come lower. You know, the top of this peak right here is around 24.99.
And we don't want to get it too low because on the first time we buy it, it might like shoot up on the second day.
It's at 26.40. See, this looks like, Gerrick, it could come down a little bit lower. This looks like it could come down here, right here to the top of this, which is right around 23.30, 24.99. This looks like it needs to come down to around 24.99, and it's at 26.40 now. So that looks like it hasn't quite hit that mark to bounce up yet. So that's the reason that I'm not going to buy any bean, even though it was down 8% on Friday. It was down 12% last week. It does look like it could come just a little bit lower before it's a buy. So I feel like we're good with those three stocks. We put 16 in each one. We put $48 in them. You know, we have a little bit to work with in our available balance, and we still have about $100 in our available balance. And we want to let it sit there in cash because we may need it. If some of our stocks fall, we may have to buy more. It's all about managing the ride. Well, Gerrick, I think we covered a lot of ground today, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we got WeWork down there. We're not going to worry about it right now. They're doing some restructuring. They're going through a bankruptcy and they're doing restructuring. And we'll see how it comes out after they get out of that. We don't have much invested in it. We only have about $10 of our balance invested in it. I think we've got $10.45 in it. So we're just letting it sit there. We're seeing if they restructure. We're seeing if they do their thing. And
they got some news.
What happens there? They do. Not great news. Just says WeWork leads crop of November bankruptcies. Remember, we said they were going through a bankruptcy. So, you know, there's a few different types of bankruptcies. There's one where you go out of business. You go out of business, where you just close your doors. And then there's another one where you restructure as a company. And sometimes when you restructure, you can get it right. Oftentimes they still end up failing, but if they do get their restructuring right, hey, maybe we make a profit on WeWork in the future. So we're just letting it sit there. We don't have much invested in it. Even if for some reason it did fail, the $10 that we have in it, we'll make it up somewhere else. We'll more than make it up somewhere else. So I'm not too concerned about it. But Gerrick, I think that's pretty much your stocks for today. And I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. All right, Gerrick. So, what is this episode titled?
I forgot.
You forgot? The rally is on. The rally is on. We have had just an awesome week last week. We've had an awesome month. And I have a feeling that this week is going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a really good week. So I encourage you, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, Trading with G, you definitely will want to join that. We may make some moves this week in between episodes. Join our Facebook group. You'll be the first to know whenever we do make a move on our account in between episodes during the week. And there's a link in the description of this video. Well, Gerrick, before we go, we got to remind them to do one thing. What is that?
Smash that like button.
Say it with more.
Smash that like button.
And subscribe to our channel. Well, this is Dwayne.
And Gerrick.
Reminding you, manage the ride.
And you will master the tide.
Until next time, bye now, everyone.
Bye.